to kidnap him and then lock him up. And guess those who are celebrating that? The Ronukus, the Ronunansis, home and abroad. They are now lawyers, okay? Who are now kind of, I mean, some of them are even saying, Dele Farotimi will spend 10 years in jail because they control the judiciary, of course.
Dele Farotimi to be imprisoned for good 10 years. You see, when I did the video yesterday and today morning, I did say that Tinubu, he is the one behind the adoption of Dele Farotimi. Some individual says, because of Facebook terms now, I'm trying to mind my words. Some people, what you both they call scrupulous element, you understand? They came and challenged, saying that what has Tinubu got to do with the civil matter? Okay, firstly, Dele Farotimi, guys, I'm going to show you an amazing video to watch, but please, highly solicit your attention, okay, for some few minutes. Dele Farotimi wrote a book about the corrupt justice system of Nigeria, right? And he said any of them are free, the people in names, you know, he called on in the books, that they are free to challenge him at the law court. Guess what? Instead of doing that, they use the police to adopt him. And I'll be saying it, I said, this is the voice of Jacob, but the hands of Esau. This is the voice of Jacob, the hands of Esau. What does that mean? Tinubu Pablo Escobar, who is scared of the truth, who is scared of which word am I going to use? Of criticism. Do you understand? Is the one using is the one behind this. Guess what? As I speak, the police IG, the executive Agbaya Oloriburuku slave, Tinubu slave, right? He has officially taken over the case, filing about 12 count charges against Dele Farotimi on behalf of so-called Yeye senior advocate of nonsense. Do you understand? IG of police. What a shame. A supposed number one police in Africa. What a shame. What is Nigeria descending to? Guys, before you watch this video, can I expose something to you? Are you aware during Buhari, these say so-called senior advocates of rubbish, right? There was a time Nigeria crude oil was seen in China. They said Nigeria stole crude oil, recovered in China. Guess what? The government paid. Am I supposed to tell you everything? I beg, just watch this video. Watch out. Drop your opinion at the comment section, please. Okay? I don't need to tell you everything you need to watch in this video. Drop your opinion, please. Like the video, share it in all the platform you belong. In case today is your first time coming across my video, I want to say big thank you to you for stopping by to watch. This only goes for platform, a platform that tell you undiluted truth.
A supposed senior lawyer who knows that if somebody says something he didn't like, he should take them to court. He is a coward. Something that I believe he has done severally. Because this time around, it is Dele Farotimi. That is why all of us are talking about it today. Believe me, a lot of people have possibly suffered in the hands of the likes of Afe Babalaole, the old crook, the old rogue, the old criminal, who chooses to use the Nigerian corrupt police in kidnapping a supposed critic. Now listen to me. If somebody says something about you and you consider it libel, change that now. Somebody says something about you. I am not saying that whether you are a rich man or a poor man, if somebody says something that is libelous against you, then you shouldn't fight it. Fight it. What you should do, number one, I've said it before here, whether you want to charge them for criminal defamation or civil libel, whatever it is you want to charge them for, you do not, even if you have to write to the police, what the police will do in most cases, or should do, will be what? Invite this individual. Come, we have received a petition against you, and we want you to respond to it. Now, if you go back to the police and say, well, I stand by what I said, the next thing will be for the police to say, well, you, Mr. Petitioner, this is your chance you can take this to court now, not to the police, because police can't really do anything. Okay? And then the legal battle can start. But in Nigeria, that is not how they do it. If you are not one of their senior crooked Afe Babalaule, you can easily just go to the police and just bribe them. And once they kidnap them, you can use the opportunity at the same time to use the corrupt judiciary in denying them bail. Defamation or no defamation is a bailable offense, even if it's an offense at all. If police arrest you for defaming somebody and they take you to court, the court will give you bail and say, okay, now let's start the case so that you can put up your defense against this allegation. But the move by this old criminal, old crooked lawyer, Afe Babalaule, was to use a corrupt system, okay, the Nigerian police, and then the judiciary, where a corrupt judge was on hand to deny a bailable offense so that they can lock that person up. So today, the police IG in Abuja, they have now filed an extra charges, extra 12, I think it's actually 13 charges. Afe Babalaule is yet to sue Dele. For your information, in Ekiti, where the police of Ekiti came to Lagos to kidnap Dele Farotimi, Afe Babalaule, the lawyer, he didn't sue Dele. It is the police that is suing Dele Farotimi in Ekiti for defending Afe Babalaule. Now, the police IG in Abuja has also instituted another case on behalf of the coward, the old rogue, Afe Babalaule, the senior lawyer who is protecting his image. He said, my image I built for image where will build the baboshi, the image of robbing the system, deceiving the gullible ones. Abi, calling yourself who?
Even the one you talk about, our crude oil in the facilities abroad, during Buhari's administration, I'm aware, 2 teams were sent to China. They came back and confirmed that we have crude oil there. Later, NNPC hired Afe Babalola to go on television, advertise on the papers that the whistleblower is a liar, that nothing like that happened.
That is who Afe Babalaule is. In fact, I am doing one piece as we speak. I am putting together some research on him. All his roles. The role of Afe Babalaule in helping the different corrupt regimes in Nigeria, in helping them to legitimize their corruption, okay, invalidating the corruption allegation against some of these agencies, including the NNPC. He did that too. They paid him very well. I just don't know how much they paid him. When they stole Nigerian crude oil, and the crude oil was traced to China, Afe Babalaule he went on TV and he said the person who blew the whistle was a liar. Because it's Afe Babalaule, you get, he must be saying the truth, or he must be is a respected legal luminary. You get, but they paid him to go on TV. He even put up adverts on newspapers using his own name, his own image to cover up a lie. Guess what? Last, China said, well, it is true. We received some stolen crude oil from Nigeria. Unfortunately, they agreed to pay the money. But when they paid the money for the stolen crude oil, which Afe Babalola claimed was a lie, when they paid the money, it was Malamun, the Attorney General of Nigeria, that was your Minister of Justice at the time. Remember? And the money disappeared. The same way the crude oil disappeared. They found other crude oil stolen from Nigeria by the NLC scribe, the NLC of that time, of this Melek Yario, the same NLC. So I'm doing a piece on him. I'm putting together some of this research so that when I come here, I can give you the list of his criminality. But I bet I will see more from Dele Farotimi's book. They are afraid. He said that Dele Farotimi will be freed. That's what Afe Babalola said now. He said Dele Farotimi will be freed if he can prove all the allegations against him in his book. And Dele Farotimi said, I can prove everything against you. this old crook who in that contraption, you will realize that they are career criminals from all sectors. Nigeria is a place where saying the truth is a total abomination. In fact, Nigeria is a place where you are expected, right, to keep your mouth shut. Family members, friends, neighbors, colleagues, call them. They would possibly stay away from you if you become someone who just wants to say the truth. Because the truth in Nigeria will never take you anywhere other than prison or grave. Your family member can disown you if you choose the pathway of saying the truth. Your friend, even your own loved ones, including possibly your wives or your husband, can disown you if your truth is considered, well, it will be considered as harmful to them. That is that Nigeria. It is a place where people believe that, trading in lies, deceit, is an act of being smart. To them, just watch your mouth because you don't know who is going to help you. Don't say things that will make your helper stay away from you. So because of this, Yoruba says, "Oloto kò kí ń lẹ́ni." That means he who chooses the path of the truth is not expected to have many friends, because your truth to them may deny them all the opportunities that they don't normally merit. Meritocracy in Nigeria is a pipe-born dream. So if you choose to challenge the criminals in authority, it is not going to earn you many friends, though, even though it will earn you real friends. If you are going to have 10 friends and you choose to be a truth sayer, the ones that confront the supposed rich, elite, the powerful, it would not earn you friends, many friends, but it will likely earn you real friends. And that is why today you will see the same victims of bad governance on the sides of the oppressors. You will see the same set of people who are the victims of oppression, right? They are comfortable with it. To them, the known evil works for them as long as they are not the immediate or direct victims of that oppression right away. But they are. Yes, you are. If you choose to say it the way it is, you are likely going to earn more enemies from the same people that you think you are speaking for. That is why Mayegun, I have told you many times and I'll keep telling you, I do not stand or sit here to fight for anybody's rights. I do not sit here to speak for anyone other than myself. Because you know something, at the end of the day, whether you talk, you will die. Whether you don't talk, you will die. So why don't you just talk and die? And I chose to talk and die in my own way. However, you see those people who chooses not to. This is the Nigeria you have to do, where even those who are not outspoken, they do not condemn or criticize the powerful, the people in government. But Nigeria continue to take their blood. There have been so many people who have died from preventable death in that contraption. They didn't criticize government. They did not criticize anybody. They did not speak against anyone. But Nigeria happened to them anyway. At the point of their death, I wish they would probably say to themselves, like, I wish I have actually spoken against the terrible situation of this country. If I knew that Nigeria would happen to me and I'm going to end up like this. If you go to Nigeria prison, you will see so many innocent people who have been locked up for years. The reason is because they are poor, or they do not have the right connection, or they didn't pay the right bribe. They have been locked up many times. Many have spent years for the crimes they didn't commit through the judicial system that is so corrupt that will never be the last hope of a common man. So when people tell you to watch your mouth so that you can live long, it doesn't work in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a place where whether you get shot or you are talking, that you are safe. We are all victims waiting to happen. Why not choose to talk? Dele Farotimi chooses to talk, where others will prefer to be quiet and silent, suffer quietly. And speaking out indeed has made him more enemies, the ones he knows and the ones he doesn't know. So when he came out and wrote the book against Afe, no, it wasn't just against Afe Babalola, it was only mentioned in the whole thing. It was mentioned in his of his role in corrupting the Nigeria judiciary, the process where so many other senior lawyers in Nigeria have played their different roles in destroying Nigeria, in legitimizing criminality, legitimizing corruption, and giving birth to a seriously corrupt judicial system that everybody is now a victim of. He decided to use the corrupt system in Nigeria to kidnap him and then lock him up. And guess those who are celebrating that? The Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, home and abroad. They are now lawyers, okay? Who are now some of them are even saying, Dele Farotimi will spend 10 years in jail because they control the judiciary, of course. And to them, like they did with Omoyele Sowore, they believe that if you ever criticize the APC, it doesn't matter how it looks, we will look for something and use the corrupted judiciary to lock you up forever. Now, take a look at this. These are the new charges, right? That the Nigerian police are now charging Dele Farotimi, which means their plan is to make sure that Dele Farotimi is not freed anytime soon, so that they can run a media campaign, an endless media campaign, okay, against him. Tell you a lot of stories. The what do you call them? The influencers that they are paying on social media, so that they can have few days for the next 1, 2, 3 months, okay, and then it will present itself as if, oh, Dele Farotimi is guilty. Oh, he lied against Afe Babalola. So he won't have that chance, so you get, of here are the charges. Let's start from that. The police IG, Inspector General of Police, Federal High Court of Nigeria in Ado-Ekiti, because the one they are currently charging him for at the Ekiti Magistrate Court, is like that one is not holding water, okay? They don't think that is going to last. And the Magistrate Court, no, let's go to my court. And it's now the police IG. They said that you, Dele Farotimi, on the 28th of August 2024, knowingly and intentionally transmitted communication in an online interview on Mike On podcast by Seun Okinbaloye on your YouTube channel, in respect of a book authored and published by you titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System, wherein you stated in the interview that Afe Babalola corrupted the judiciary, which you know to be false information. So they are now saying they are charging him, you have committed an offense contrary to and punishable under section 24(1)(b) of cyber crimes, prohibition, prevention, etc. Act 2015 as amended. Count 2, that you, Dele Farotimi, in that same interview, right, with Seun Okinbaloye, in respect of a book authored and published, blah, 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 you violated or committed an offense contrary, they said that Afe Babalola corrupted the judiciary with the intention of bullying and harassing the named persons, thereby committed an offense contrary to section 24A of Cyber Crimes Prohibition Prevention Act. Count 3, same thing, that you, Dele Farotimi, on the 2nd of December, which was 3 days ago, remember that interview of Dele Farotimi, that you intentionally sent a message in the course of a press conference held online on your YouTube channel, that it came to my knowledge that there is a charge referred before a court in Ekiti against me at the instance of Chief Afe Babalola. This charge has been fraudulently preferred, hidden from view, which is true, and the court had purportedly demanded my presence multiple times, and I failed to appear before the court. Here you get now. Now, he is a lawyer, and there was never a time Ekiti court or Ekiti judge sent any summon to Dele Farotimi, not a single summon was sent by any court. But guess what? The court claimed that Afe Babalola has been summoning Dele Farotimi, and Dele Farotimi did not show up. So because of that, they can now ask the police to go and kidnap him. Do you get that now? So, and because of this, according to police IG, they said you have committed an offense contrary to and punishable under section 2(1). Hang on, oh. Okay, hang on. They say, which you know to contain false information for the purpose of causing breakdown of law and order. They said Dele Farotimi's interview 3 days ago could cause a public breakdown of law and order. The police, count 5. Again, they said on the 2nd of December, you intentionally sent a message in the course of a press conference. All right. So they are quoting what he said in his press conference, that it came to my knowledge that there is a charge referred against me. Now they said he, with the intention of bullying and harassing the named persons, thereby committed an offense contrary to and punishable under section 24A of Cyber Crimes Prohibition Prevention Act of 2015 as amended. Count 5. That's you, Dele Farotimi, on 28th of August 2024, knowingly and intentionally transmitted communication in an online blah 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 YouTube channel. Nigeria and its criminal, in respect of a book, right? Nigeria and its a criminal justice system, wherein you stated in the interview that if Arebaba Laule is the only person licensed to enjoy that level of impunity, that is different. So that you have committed an offense contrary to and punishable under section 24, cyber crimes. Count 6, the same thing. You have committed a crime under cyber crime. You were bullying. Count 7, that's you, Dele Farotimi, on that same YouTube on the 24th of August. So they are using, what do you call it? The interview we had on Shemwa Kimbaloye, open mic or mic on, okay? Said, and I sued him for libel. And when I sued him for libel, the machines of corruption went into overdrive. And the case that should never have been killed at the preliminary stage was killed with the intention of bullying and harassing the named person. So the coward, this old rogue, ran to the police, okay, and asking the police. He's supposed to lawyer. He was supposed to be the one to draft his own charge. That old man was supposed to be the one to draft his own charges. Okay, his lawyers were supposed to be the ones suing Dele Farotimi, but the coward ran to the police and asked the police to do the job for him. So the police is now the one suing Dele Farotimi. The coward old man is hiding behind the police. That the police, so please, police, help me. This person, he has bullied me. He has bullied me online. Can you please help me sue him? So the case of Dele Farotimi, it is now the case is now like Dele Farotimi versus the police IG, the legal police IG in Nigeria. And you know that Dele Farotimi has been a very huge pain in their ass, right? A huge one for that matter. And if APC, Egbekegbe, want to take any pound of flesh around this time, right? This is their opportunity. Issue the bench warrant of arrest for him. The criminal policemen that kidnapped him, they did not present any documents, any court document that is wanted by any court. They kidnapped him and then they took him to Ekiti. The following day, they presented him in front of the magistrate court. Just exactly how Dele Farotimi said it was going to play out is how it is playing out now. The police IG is involved. They are going to charge him for criminal this, criminal that on behalf of Afe Babalola. And he said that's exactly how Afe Babalola has been operating. If you cross his path, it will bite you. It doesn't matter whether you are right or wrong. It will bite you. It will use the system. He has been doing it. Not only are lawyers afraid of him, lawyers are afraid of him. Politicians are also afraid of him. He is considered the richest man in Ekiti, as well as the most powerful man from Ekiti. So you need to be very careful. Don't cross Afe Babalola. Afe Babalola. He can destroy you. He can destroy your career. He can, he can send you to jail. I mean, he controls the judicature. This is the exact thing that Dele Farotimi wrote in his book. And that's the exact thing that is playing out right now. Now, the police IG, 2 days later, the police IG don't take over the case. They are now charging Dele Farotimi with cybercrime, including treason. Yeah, cybercrime, bullying, harassment on behalf of Babanla Ole. And of course, Tinubu said President DOC is involved now. And now it's just one simple phone call. It's all concluded. Let's teach that boy a lesson. Am I worried, Baba? Am I worried? We'll teach him a lesson. And the point is not to bring him to court. You see all these charges, eh? It is not to fight any case. So you understand? The day that one of them will mistakenly grant Dele Farotimi bail, they will stop coming to court. Yeah, they can use their court now to deny him bail. They can keep him there for months. And those of you who are pretty much like a pure cowards, who thinks that you are a free person because you are walking about right now, or you're not free. You are worse than the prisoners that they locked up somewhere. Dele Farotimi knows who is fighting right now, is fighting the system, or the system is fighting him, is fighting back. And guess what? The point here is that they are making it obvious that Dele Farotimi's book is not only exposing after Babanla Ole, it is exposing the judiciary, the corruption in Nigeria judiciary. So you can imagine that this is not Afe Babalola alone now. There are so many unseen arms that Dele Farotimi's book has exposed. And somehow, it is time to teach him a lesson. They may even go as far as debarring him. Yeah, they can say Dele Farotimi is no longer a lawyer. He has been debarred. So you should begin to see beyond Dele Farotimi and Afe Babalola Ole now. It is the institutions, so it is the establishment right now. When Dele Farotimi came to London last year, and they were talking about the death of democracy in Nigeria, he delivered this amazing speech. And I brought that back to us this evening. Just a refresher to let you know the kind of person Dele Farotimi is. Don't cry for him. Cry for yourselves and your liberty. Because as for Dele, he saw all of this coming. The people that are keeping him, they are the cowards that are not bold enough to face him in the courts. When he sued Afe Babalola for libel, he has already sued him before. Afe Babalola used his influence. Number one, there is no judge, there is no court that want to listen to the libel case against Afe Babalola from Dele Farotimi. They were avoiding it. Last, at the preliminary argument stage, they said, no, we cannot entertain this case. They threw it out. A then evidence case against this Afe Babalola from Dele Farotimi, Nigerian court did not want to listen to it. And the same Nigerian court, right, is through the Nigerian police. They want to criminally, imprison Dele Farotimi. It's not because they have any argument. They don't want arguments about. They do not have any argument to argue. It is just to start what they normally do: adjournment, just keep him in that prison.